it's Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I am going to do a get ready with me. I don't think I've done one on this channel. And if I did, it's been over a year. You guys seem to love the purple eye look I did. You are going to be seeing it, or you have seen it in at least Old New Gifted Blue and the Zodiac banner. I have no idea when this is going up in relation. So I was using my Pan Those eyeshadows. I was using a couple of eyeshadows from my Beauty A to Z palette. I was using a couple of eyeshadows that are in other projects. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to recreate it. And while we're doing that, we're going to test some new makeup. And this isn't something I normally do, but I got a basket. And if you're like, Misty, several of those things look like the same thing. Yep, they are. They sure are. That is because if you're not following me on Instagram or you haven't been paying attention to the community tab, over the past, I don't know, 2 weeks, I've had 2 Ulta orders come in 3 different packages. And all 3 packages were in bubble mailers and everything was destroyed. Everything. They sent a glass bottle in a bubble mailer. They sent palettes in a bubble mailer. They sent blushes in a bubble mailer. And it has been one fight after another with them. And I was like, you know what? Just refund me. And I've decided that I will no longer purchase any kind of palettes from Ulta, which sucks because they do have the better program. But I would much rather purchase from a brand because I have never had an issue, knock on wood, with something coming from a brand website being broken. I mean, and I've said this before, even shopping with Revolution, before Revolution had a US site, things would come from England, fine. Perfect condition. But Ulta's distribution center, who's literally in Fort Worth, is sending stuff in bubble mailers. And it's not even wrapped in bubble wrap in the bubble mailer. It's just in bubble mailers. So I bought the LA Girl new highlighter, shattered, and they're not selling it on the website. I got the new Lilo & Stitch palette, shattered. They're not selling it yet on their website. I got a Revolution bronzer, contour, and highlighter. They no longer sell that anywhere. I can't find it anywhere. And it's just like, oh my God. And the first time they asked me to mail something back. If they had asked me to mail something back this time, I would have told them to fuck right off because I'm not inconveniencing me. I'm not inconveniencing my husband for their screw up. No way, no how. So that's why I have doubles of some things. So anyway, let's start with the eye look. I have my brushes that I used yesterday. Hopefully I can recreate it. And this is pretty much how I do my eyeshadow. I would say 95% of the time, unless I'm doing like something like a halo eye or something. So yeah, let's talk about mattes. I'm going to be using, if you haven't seen my Pan Those eyeshadows update, I basically refreshed 4 new shades. One of the shades I brought in is this. This is Pinot Noir. No, that's not even it, see, it's poured up. Whatever. So Pour It Up is the matte we're going to use. One matte we're going to use. The other 2 mattes come from my Meet Me at Midnight palette, and I am going to be using Disturbed, which is this navy, and Phase, which is this purple. I am not sure my feelings on this one, so we'll see how it operates today. So as you can see, I have very hooded lids, and I'm probably going to have to end up having surgery at one point because I've inherited my grandmother's eyes, and her eyelids got to a point where they drooped down over her lid, and I think we'll probably get there. I don't know. So I have my brows on, and I have primed with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So since I have hooded lids, I literally find my socket, because if you see, I have the littlest, tiniest mobile lid, and that's not enough lid space for me. So I'm going to take just kind of a pointy blendy brush, and I'm going to go into that Pour It Up shade. So if you aren't used to the Glam Light formula, I like to stamp this formula on and then blend it out. So I'm going to go directly into my socket, which is about right here. And that's going to be my crease. I'm going to do one eye with you guys on camera, and I'll do the other eye off, because if not, we'll be here for 10 hours. So I just build it up. Is this the one I was using yesterday? Yeah, it is the one I was using yesterday. But as you can see, it's going up, but I also have a lot of real estate from my lash line to my eyebrow. So I have room for this. If you don't have room for this, you basically just kind of have to figure out what's going to work for your eye shape and go from there. And I have the mirror right here, and I've got my hand mirror looks awful. The AOA stuff it's rubbed off. So I try not to go too much higher than that with this shade because we're going to blend it out. Then I'm going to bring in a nice big fluffy brush. This is one from Shop Miss A. We're going to pick up that lighter purple, and I'm just going to blend it out. And sometimes it takes me 20 minutes to blend. Sometimes I can blend real quickly. Sometimes I'll do this and then go back in with the other color to help the blend, and that's what we're going to do. So this is a very, 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 very light shade, as you can probably tell. And these mattes are very, 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 very thin. And what I mean by that is it takes a lot to build them up. So they're not at opacity when you first apply them. They're a bit dry and they're a bit thin. So they don't have a whole lot of pigment, and you really have to build them up. I pull it all the way out here. I'm going to clean that up. So it's not that big a deal. I'm going to come back in with that poured up shade with just a little bit. And again, I'm just going to use this to help me blend. If you love purples, this wine palette is so pretty. Okay, I'll come back in with a little bit more of that light purple. And again, you don't have to bring it up as high as I do. I just have a lot of real estate and I like to use it. My mouth is so dry. One of the things I tried that I'll show you guys, I think they're supposed to be lip oils from the new Wet n Wild Lilo and Stitch collection. It's not an oil consistency at all. It's a very, 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 this one's very sticky too. It's a very, very, very sticky gloss, and I just don't care for it. Okay, so now we're moving on to Disturbed, which is that deep dark navy. I like to use kind of a pointy brush like this. I don't know what any of these are. This is a contour brush. So I'm going to put this on my outer V, or I call it that outer V. I don't make a V. I'm just going to pack it in right here. And again, I know I need to do that because I've already played with this shade. So if it's something that goes to full capacity, you may not have to build it up as much as I am, but I gotta build it up. And the reason why I am using blue is because I am using, the purple shimmers that I'm using are a blue purple rather than a red purple. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull this in to my crease as well. And this is just going to be what deepens that up a little bit. Sometimes it gets covered by a shimmer, sometimes it doesn't. But it just brings a little bit of depth to this part of my eyeball. And then I'm going to bring back the last two brushes with no new product to help blend it out. I'm going to top this with a shimmer, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but I do like to lay down a pretty good base. Okay, so that's it so far. Now it's time for the shimmers. There's like 10. Okay, so on the outer part where I put that deep navy blue, I'm going to use the shade Sapphire, which is this deep navy blue. And then I'll share with you the other two that we're going to use. Actually, 3 that we're going to use. Yeah, okay. So let us begin with the deep dark navy. I'm picking these up with a brush. They're really soft and pick up pretty okay with a brush. And I do this because I like to get a good placement. Plus my nails are longer And it's really hard for me to to not get eyeshadow everywhere with my nails on. And you can see I'm kind of looking up under, and that's just because, again, I have hooded eyes, trying to see what I'm doing. Okay. Then we're going to bring in the deepest, darkest purple, which is Ultraviolet, which is a weird name, but whatever. This shade right here. This is going to go on the front with something else. I'll show you that in just a minute. So I am going to use that same brush, just the other side. This is Ultraviolet from Give Me Glow. If you haven't been following me, then, or if you haven't followed me, you know I love her shimmer formula. Her new matte formula is good. I'm excited for the new palettes. I actually don't have any of the colors that she's brought in that blue, kind of blue, green, yellow palette. I actually don't own any of those shades. So I will be excited to try them. There's that color. Then I'm going to bring in a different one. So I'm going to pick up, this is Toxic Trait by Clarity. And I'm also going to pick up Mixed Feelings by Clarity. I am not a fan of these Clarity shimmers. I just don't like them. And maybe it's just the ones I have. I don't know. I just don't feel like they pick up very well. Like on a finger, on a brush. They're like, I feel like I have to really build them up. So this color and that other color to get just a bit lighter for the inner corner. And then we're going to top it with something to make it even lighter. And then we're going to add some glitter, because why not? Now it's time for glitter. So this is the Vanny Nebula glitter. And you can see in the pan, this is very like lilac-y gold rose color, but it's going to be beautiful on top of this. So I'm going to pick this up on my finger because that's really the best way to go. I thought I would have hit pan on this already. Maybe I haven't, I just don't see it. I don't know. So I'm going to pick up just a little bit. Not a bit, but. And I'm just going to tap it. Okay, I'm going to bring in that blue, that dark blue again. And I'm just going to add some more in the outer corner. And I'm going to flick it. And kind of go back and forth to help blend that glitter into that. And then we're going to take this one and blend out the crease again. This is why I do my eyeshadow first. This why right here. So our glitter, just want a little bit of it. A little bitty bit, not a whole bunch. And that's this done. I'm going to add some, once I do the other eye, we'll move on from there. I'm going to clean this up once I finish this eye. And yeah, so I'm going to speed through this, or just, yeah, I'm going to speed through it. Good luck. Looking like a snack. Looking like a snack. I'm going to speed through this, and then we will catch up once I'm ready to move on to the rest of my face. A little bit of a mess. I've completely forgot that I had tapped the Ultraviolet from Huda on top. So this is where we are right now. I'm going to clean up my face. I just use these cottons with some micellar water. Sometimes the glitter doesn't want to come off. For the most part, it will come off. So in mine, mine are over a year old, so you shouldn't need glitter glue with yours if they're still juicy. Mine are a little dry. Plus this one has been in 2 projects. I mean, it was in 50 Shades of Purple last year. So yeah, it's older. It's older, and it needs, I'm trying to hit pan. I haven't done it yet. I don't know what. Guys, so this is the Tarteist eyeliner. I don't like it because it's It's very skippy. I can't really get a good smooth line. But I have 1 more month to use it, and then it's going in the empties. Because it's been open over a year. Maybe even longer than that. So it lasts okay, but it doesn't perform, and it always transfers. So if you notice, I didn't go down very far on the inside of my eyelid because it'll get everywhere. Okay, let's move on to the face. And I have, let's see. Let's see what we got over here. I mostly have like face products. I did get a new foundation. Pull that out. I'll pull out, let's pull out everything. I told Andrea I would try the cream blushes from, the luminous cream blushes from, what are they called? Elf. We'll see those. I have a regular one. We'll swatch it and see what we think. Me feel like a natural woman. Okay. So I picked up the Pacifica Alite foundation. I wasn't sure. I think a mix of the two will do the trick. I have these e.l.f. palettes I picked up on e.l.f.'s website, and they are perfect for, oh, I need to put on some primer. Let's try the JOA Glow Radiant, Glow Activator, the JOA Glow Active, the JOA Glow Activation Radiant Primer. It's crazy because there's like little silver or little gold pieces in there, and it's not radiant at all. It's basically like a liquid version of the Benefit Professional, really, to be quite honest. It's not my favorite, but it is one I've been using, so I'm kind of used to it, so we'll see. This is not by any means meant to be a review. It's just me wanting to recreate this eye look for you guys, wanting to sit down and just chit-chat about life, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna give that a second to set. What am I doing? While we're waiting on that, I'm gonna go ahead and do my color correcting under my eye. So I have the one from Ulta, and I have the one from Revolution. This one's getting just about done. And I just combined them together on the back of my hand because this one from Revolution is real deep. Is real deep. And it probably would work on its own, but I like to top it with this. We'll mix it together. Mix it together. And then I have these little concealer brushes that I picked up from Shop Miss A. They come in a 2-pack, I think. I don't know that you can get them on their own. And I just kind of mix it together, and then I just kind of tap it on my eye. Blend up to it. Look at the difference. Isn't that a huge difference? It's a huge difference to me. It's huge to me. All right, so let's mix. Let's mix. I've heard really good things about this, and it was on sale, like half price, 60. It was like on a really deep. This is the one that I broken, and it just got everywhere, all over me, all over everything. Good job. And this is another reason why I wear old clothes. I call them my wear around the house clothes, to put makeup on, and then I will go change into something cuter once we're done here. This is really looking out for the rain, water, feel so inspired. That's gotta be pretty good. This is pretty warm, even though they're both supposed to be neutrals. This is a lot. Number one, I have a pretty fat face, and number two, I find that it's almost like my skin sucks it up. Plus, I use a sponge, and that helps. So I'm gonna bring in my e.l.f. sponge. See what we think with the sponge. That's what it's looking like with a sponge. It's basically light coverage. Let's try it with a brush. I have two that I've been really enjoying. Where are they? I really like this one, which I don't think is meant to be a foundation brush. And I also like this one, which is from e.l.f. And I mentioned that I had bought like 3 more of these. So let's see what we think. Not this brush, that's for damn sure. Alright, let's try a different one. I'm going to pick up a little bit more product. It kind of looks the same, but it looks a bit more luminous with the brush than it does with the sponge. I don't know if you guys can see that. But as far as like coverage, they're very, very much the same. So I'm going to pick some more up and we're going to layer some more on. Because I am a full coverage beach. It's like if I'm going to put on makeup, I'm going to do a full beat. The only time... Have I never not done a full beat? I don't remember doing a full beat when I went and met Jaylon and Valerie, but for the most part. You guys saw my skin when it was not this glowy. This is very, very similar to the NARS Radiant Light Reflecting Foundation that they just released. It's similar in consistency and it's similar in finish. Is this a dupe? Do we have a dupe? I don't know, but girl, glowy and holy. Glowy and holy. So I bought a packet of the, let me see, you've got eyeshadow everywhere. I bought a packet of the small Real Techniques sponges. I got a, I think it was last year, I got a goodie bag from Ulta and it had a little beauty blender and I used that thing until it basically fell apart. So I'm going to bring the Morphe. Anyway, I like to use those underneath my eye. I'm going to use the Morphe. It's probably too much. We'll get it blended out. So we'll see. I haven't used it before. It's really cute. It's just a little, and they're smaller than this. They start smaller than this. Normally I would blend this out or put it on with a brush and then blend it out. This may be too bright. We'll work with it. We'll make it work. Okay. I don't have any new cream bronzers or contours. So let's do that real quick. I have been using, I melted down. Hopefully I've posted that. Maybe I haven't. I've been using the cream contour stick from Milani and I went ahead and melted it down because it was getting toward the end. And I was like, let's melt it down, get all of it out, and then we'll go from there. And then... excuse me, I've been using the new to me e.l.f. cream contour along with it. And then I guess this is a stippling brush. I don't know. This brush? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to a little bit of each. So, boot. And I just go right around my lash line. Jesus, Mary and Josephine Misty. My headache has gone away, but my brain fog has not. Clearly. Wait. Sometimes I'll get in the mood and I'll sculpt my nose, that's not where my journey is today. That's not where my journey is leading me today. So we're not going to go in that direction today. Let's get this blended out. It blends out real, I mean, it's pretty. I really like it. And then I'm going to bring in the, what the hell is this? The Revolution. Oh my gosh. The Revolution foundation stick that I use as a bronzer. I just put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I bring in my Chanel. I'm working on this and that's expensive. And where's my brush? I just have a little brush that I use. I'll pick up some on this and then just kind of mix it on the back of my hand. And again, stamp around my hairline. I have a 5 head, so I try to I try to not have a 5 head. I have one. I try not to have one. So that is contour and bronzer. It's not quite blended down here, but that's fine because you guys know I like to over blush. Let's talk about blush. Let me find my other cream blush from e.l.f. Okay, so this is their regular blush shade, and I don't know. So I think I want to use Maui today. So Maui is really kind of their neutral leaning shade that I really like. I tried to buy colors I don't already have when I bought these blushes. Initially I wasn't going to get them, but I was like, yeah, let me see. So this is what it looks like. It doesn't look very luminous to me. Kind of the same consistency. This one is a bit more luminous. I have glitter all over, so I can't tell if that is in the actual product or it's just from having the glitter all over my face. I'll try to swatch. No, I'll do that in the makeup confessional video. If you want swatches, go check that out. Okay, so I like to swirl it in and then just kind of stamp it on. And I don't come down too far. I know it ends up down there, but I blend it out and it comes down that far, but that's not where I start. Get out of the way, hair. Get out the way. Get out the way. Move, bitch. And my issue is, this is my cheekbone. Do you see how high it is? Wait. It's the Native American in me. I'm built like my grandmother. I have her eyes, I have her butt, I have her face. I'm definitely really built like her, which basically I'm built like a Choctaw woman. I don't have any of the coloring or anything like that, but I do have her build. So I think it's luminous. I mean, again, it's hard to tell because that one underneath it is so glowy, man. We'll have to try it. We'll have to try it without a glowy foundation underneath it and see what we think. Because I'm going to go ahead and bring in some more blush. I want to make this a bit more mauve-y. So I have this pan. This has a Becca lipstick and all of the other things that I combined with the other ones. It's just in this compact rather than the small ones. I like a stiff brush for this, and I just put it down. Again, I just stamp where I want it, and then I'm going to blend it out. But I like this color so much better. Which is not going to matter because I'm going to be topping it with I don't think I bought a mauve color from either of these. So I am going to mix 3. So when you guys are like, Missy, what is on your cheek? I'm always like, it's a mixture. It's a mixture. So I'm going to mix some of the iridescent one from Makeup Revolution. And again, I just put it on the back of my hand. A little bit of the one from Wet n Wild. And we're going to finish with a little bit from Shop Miss A. Just mix them together on the back of my hand. Get my new color, and then I just pat it on. Hey, that is. Oh, so goddamn pretty. Okay. So now it's time for powders. So let me show you what I got. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. So I got Truth from Nabla. I was like, is this the one I put on my reel? No. So that's truth. Man, it's so pretty. But if you missed my reel or missed my short, the Shop Miss A Luminous Blushes, those base ones are $1 and basically the same. I'm just saying. If you don't want to spend $24, those are basically the same color. This one is very, very full of like a shift, and this one's just a little bit luminous. So we have those two from Nabla. I don't think I'll be using either one of those because they are pulling a bit too peach. I picked up 3 more of the Cheek Pops from Clinique. This and the Nabla were 30% off. And I've discovered I really like the formula. So this is a nude pop. It's a nude. We've got pink pop. And we've got ginger pop. That's very, very, it's basically the same shade as that one from Nabla. Oy vey, Misty, oy vey. Let us do the pink, because I think that will go really nice with this look. But first, bronzer. Okay, so I have 2 bronzers. I have the one that was destroyed, and well, this packaging is impossible. Oh no, it broke all the way. God damn it. Ulta, you suck. Hate you. Yeah, it completely broke all the way. I have this one. This is the one that's no longer available. This is the one from Makeup Revolution. We're going to go ahead and work with this one. So I'm just going to bring in I like to use a little powder brush. And then again, right around my hairline. And then I'll go back through once I'm completely done and I will wipe out the makeup that got in my hair. For blush, we're going to do the pink one, but I'm also going to use the one that I'm trying to finish. This is the Tarte Party Blush. I am just about done, you guys. Just about done. I would like this done by before the 1st when I update. So I'm going to pick some up and just kind of, again, layer. Layer. We're doing layers. And then we'll go in with the pink one. Same brush. For highlighter, for the light of the highlighter, I basically have this one. Like I mentioned, I bought the big one from LA Girl and it was smashed. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna want this. This is deep. That's real deep. That's like that chromatic light highlighter I'm using in I don't know, That's So 2000s or something. One of those two. Well, poop on that. Let us see. So I'm just going to grab the remnants. And just kind of tap. Tap, 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 tap. I have been using the Revolution Baked. I don't know if they have this anymore either. The Skin Finish in Luminescence. This is so flippin' pretty. It's so pretty. And then I just go in with a big fluffy brush and I kind of blend things together. This is definitely a finishing powder and not a setting powder because it is also very luminescent. So it's really pretty. Okay, I am about to run out of batteries. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spritz my face, clean up my desk, and then we'll come back and we will finish the eyes. I like to do all of my setting sprays and stuff before I do my lower lash line and my mascara so I don't end up with it all over my face. That moment when your life flashes before your eyes because you don't know. Did I hit record? Okay, let me pull out what we're going to use. I am going to start by tight lining my upper lash line with Swerve from ColourPop. If you are not a fan of watching someone tight line, close your eyes. It'll probably only take me 30 seconds. For my under eye, you could use purple, but I'm going to use navy. This is from Milani. I think I just rolled this in the Deca painting. Just going to do... Oops, no! Damn it, Missy! This is why I can't have nice things. I am going to blend out, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's just... See what happens? Okay, so I am going to bring out the Disturbed, and I'm going to use a pencil liner brush to go on my lower lash line. And I just kind of stamp this. I'm pulling it a little bit further down on this side because it got so far down on this side. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in a small little blending brush, and I'm going to pick up the lighter shade, that Phase shade, and I'm going to blend it out. So I just go on top of it and blend it out. Make sure you connect the outside. And again, you don't have to do this. I like to bring it down. I mean, if I'm going to go glam, I'm going glam, you know? Yeah, no? Mascara time! Mascara time! It's mascara time! First, we're going to do the eyebrows. This is the Joa brow thing. Who dat? It's like, I don't want my eyebrows to be crunchy. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I know. And it doesn't bother me until I go to take them off. Because then they're crunchy and I'm like, ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that. So I do layer mascara even though we're going to put on lashes. I start with this one. This is the one from Shop Miss A. This is their big Boss Lash. It's actually pretty good. And I feel like it gives me some volume. And I'll just do one coat. I mean, even with 900 coats of lashes, anytime I take a picture and I don't have lashes on, like false lashes, it just looks like I have no eyelashes. Even when I build up. Okay, for the inner corner, I used this. This is my Dia en Noches from JCat. I am painting the shade in Musical Painting. Nope. Oh, New Gifted Blue. And I'm just using a pencil brush. This is the brush from the Dragon Fruit collection from Cleona. I love that brush set. It's so nice. And then I brought in my level 5 palette from Project Level Up in the Nabla Cutie Platinum. I'm going to use that silver. Just dip in a little bit to put right on top of that blue. I felt like it needed something to brighten it up a little bit, and I felt this worked really well. I'm not trying to hide the blue. I'm just trying to brighten up the blue. My hair first, because I don't think I want to wear it up. Oh, so bright eye. And this is how I decide how to do my hair. It really just depends on what it looks like. I love this look. I love it so much. You guys know my favorite color is purple, and I think I ended up doing 23 or 24 days of 30 days of purple in April. I won't make that mistake ever again. But so I haven't played with purples in a while. So rolling these purples into my painting was just the right thing to do. And as you can tell, I'm painting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are still purples. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Did I get this one? 17. I don't even know. I put in so many purples. So again, some of them are more cool tone purple. Some of them lean a bit more magenta, but they're still a purple. They're a blurple. They're a burple, whatever you want to call them. But so yeah, I have a lot of them. And that's why I rolled so many in to paint those eyeshadows, because I was like, okay, listen, we need to pan these purples. I'll do more of the cool tones as we get closer to the fall, because for me, I like, so this is a look that I would wear now. This is also a look that I would wear in the fall and the winter. It's still kind of bright, but it's also dark and smoky and jewel toned, and I love it. You guys will have to let me know what you think in the comments down below. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already. Like I said, I do a lot of project painting. I'm painting a lot of eyeshadows, so there's literally one eyeshadow video a week for the most part. What else? I talk about makeup that I haven't used up before. I do all the things. So if you want to join us, feel free. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Misty Pans. Other than that, I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I love your faces, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.